Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you, depending on where you're watching from. Really, this channel likes to trash out matters with our viewers and followers, and that's why we're here again. We posted a video earlier today, just a few hours ago, and the video was about Nnamdi Kanu's continued stay in custody. What brought about the video was the recent court ruling on the matter that says he has a case to answer. And a lot of people are accusing his legal team, especially Ifeanyi Ejiofor and Ozekome, of not having done well. Some are even calling Ifeanyi a saboteur. And I was wondering how someone who has almost taken bullets and lost people for this struggle will sabotage the efforts of the one who he's defending. You know, it's something we really need to look into properly. Somebody added, he prefixed Ifeanyi Ejiofor's name with Ifajuna, and you know what it means to prefix somebody's name with Ifajuna. Since after the war, I wasn't around during the war, but I've not had anybody answer the name Ifajuna. Because somehow to many people it's symbolic with sabotage. So when you hear people start calling people Ifajuna, it's like they are feeling mostly when somebody is not named Ifajuna and you call him Ifajuna. So we want to preview certain comments by our followers. After I shared that video, we want to review those comments. And you can also add your comment, whatever you want us to talk about. You can feel free to add it on the comment section. We may look into it if there is any need. So I want to look into the comments of certain of our followers on that matter. This person wrote, the summary of the fact in all is that Ifajuna, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, he called him Ifajuna, Ifeanyi Ejiofor. That's a kind of, I don't know. Is Ifajuna part of Ejiofor's name? He said Ifajuna, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, and Mike Ozekome started very well, especially Ozekome. But Ifeanyi Ejiofor caved in after due to much pressure and threat to his life from powers above, and then later played an orchestra to drag in Mike Ozekome into the game of if you can't beat them, you join them, because the powers above which refuse to obey court judgment have rubbished all their genuine and intellectual effort to get MNK released through legal process. So this is some sort of accusation. This guy is accusing Ifeanyi Ejiofor. According to him, yes, he started well. He was enthusiastic about remember he's Nnamdi Kanu's legal representative. Ozekome later came into the picture. We all know Ifeanyi Ejiofor. Even before we knew Ejimako, we knew Ifeanyi Ejiofor. To this guy, Ifeanyi Ejiofor started well. So what happened? He said, much pressures and threat to his life. So what should he have done if his life has been threatened? And we know there are certain things that have happened, like the one that happened in his hometown, what's it called, in Anambra State, where I think he was attacked or his car burned or his house burned, something like that. He managed to escape. Okay, what should he have done when these things happen? I think, okay, there was a time too. I remember there was a time some people were saying Ifeanyi Ejiofor should give way. And they say Bruce Finn even asked him to give way, that he has compromised. So what do you think? Does that rhyme with what this guy wrote here? Does that rhyme? What do you really think? They said due to much pressure and threat to his life from powers above. Okay, this guy is suggesting maybe what he should have done is quit, leave the team of the lawyers defending Nnamdi Kanu. And this guy said it became a case of if you can't beat them, join them. As in, the thing looks somehow to me. Now, he's supposed to be among the council defending Nnamdi Kanu. Does it mean, okay, before the public, he claims to defend Nnamdi Kanu, but he has actually compromised? That's the essence of what this guy said. I want you to react. If you want us to deliberate on your comment, react to this. Comment, tell us. In the next video, we might deliberate on yours. Look at what he said. This is very weighty accusation. And from all it seems, this guy could prove this. But look at it. Now let's go to another comment. Now, this person wrote, he said, if it was SAN, that's SAN, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Falana, MNK would have been out since. This is what this guy said. Now you wonder how MNK would have been out. Is there anything Falana will do that Ozekome has not done? I know Ozekome for a long while when he was, he has an office at where we call Ogulana Drive, Lagos. That's as far back as 1999, year 2000. From 1999, I knew him. He has an office there, Ogulana Drive, off Ojuelegba Road. And he has been a defender of democracy or human rights. Okay, human rights, more like human rights defenders. That's what was written on the signpost there. So, do you think Ozekome has not given his best on this matter? Do you think Falana would have made them release Nnamdi Kanu? How would Falana have done that? Will he continue to shout on them, or he will go to DSS headquarters and, beat everybody up there and pull Nnamdi Kanu away from there? What do you think? I want to see your comment. Your comment might be what we'll react to in the next video. He said, if it was San Falana, MNK would have been out since. What extra thing would he have done? What would he have done that Ozekome has not done? Remember, Ozekome is also a revered senior advocate of Nigeria, just like Falana. Or are you trying to say Falana is more prominent and the federal government will get scared? Remember in that video we did, we were telling you that it's none of the lawyers' fault, but that the problem is from the federal government that does not respect the rule of law. Several times, the courts asked DSS to surrender Nnamdi Kanu to Kuje facility, but they didn't. What would Falana have done in such matter, on such situation? What would Falana have done? Now let's look at another comment, because certain things are coming up. Certain things are coming up. Somebody wrote, just talk about what you know. There are big allegations need to be answered that involved conflicts of interest. Ozekome collected award from Buhari while the case was on. He said Ozekome collected award from Buhari while the case was on. Now, let me ask a question. Is there anything stopping, imagine, okay, let's assume his colleagues are collecting award. And because he's, remember Ozekome is not a Biafran agitator. He's just a lawyer hired to. His work is just in that, I don't think he's even defending IPOB, but he is defending Nnamdi Kanu on that particular matter. That renditioning and everything. This time around that Nnamdi Kanu was brought back into Nigeria and being held. Perhaps after that case, Ozekome will continue his work. Now, Is there anything that would stop Ozekome from receiving a national award? I'm still, looking at it. Okay, I'm not saying what this guy said is wrong, but if he gets an award, should he abstain from receiving it? He said Buhari awarded him. Buhari, he collected an award for Buhari. Award for what? Did Buhari just call him personally, come and collect this award, or it was an award that was given to his colleagues? We need to trash this. We need to trash it. Add your comment, tell us what you think. Which award did Ozekome receive? Is that award a sign of betrayal? Now, somebody wrote, remember we are looking at intelligent comments. If you put abuses in your comment, we will not look at it. We are looking at some intelligent comments by our viewers. Somebody wrote, you people continue dancing anyhow in the market. Those lawyers have done their best. And that is the essence of our video. We are thinking they did their best, but you need to understand the kind of country we find ourselves where anything goes, where the rule of law is not respected. After all, in that video, we told you how the courts discharged him. What happened afterwards? The federal government, would have influenced what judiciary did. Those lawyers that were involved, those judges who ruled on the matter, were quickly transferred. They never had access to that particular case. And a new one ruled that he should, putting that earlier judgment aside. Now let's look at one more before we go. This one is, Talaapu. This guy wrote, he said, who told Nnamdi Kanu to plead guilty? You are a child and things of wisdom is a play to you. Who was this guy calling a child? I, the presenter, or? Remember, we are not here to impose on you. We are here to deliberate on this. You deduce from what you hear. And I think it's good to make reasonable contributions. He said, Nnamdi Kanu, who told him to plead guilty? Was there any time Nnamdi Kanu pleaded guilty to any of the charges? From all indication, this guy is saying maybe Nnamdi Kanu was made to, or maybe one of his team members, the legal team, asked him to plead guilty. So my question is, when was that? When was that? I want to know. And you viewers who are watching, please react to that story. We like to do thorough and proper look at the comments here. What do you think? He said, who told Nnamdi Kanu to plead guilty? He said, you are a child and things of wisdom is a play to you. Play to who? We are only here to deliberate. This is not a matter of things of wisdom. I think it's better you do your contributions and rather than attacking the person. When did Nnamdi Kanu plead guilty? Please, if you are seeing this video, I want you to react to this. Tell us when Nnamdi Kanu pleaded guilty. We'd like to look at that. Meanwhile, viewers, what do you think? Add your comment on the comment section. Now, before we go, somebody asked the person who wrote that Nnamdi Kanu pleaded guilty. Somebody asked him, where do you see that Nnamdi Kanu pleaded guilty? You people always want to, lie. Because I've not had to that he pleaded guilty. Or if you've had that he pleaded guilty, add your comment here, explain to us. We'd like to look at it. Bye-bye for now.